Hello everyone, good morning, happy Thursday. My name is Elena Riley and thank you very much for joining me this morning on First Alert 6 streaming here at the Alert Center. And this morning I have our top headlines for you just to get you in the know, to start your day off, some quick headlines to get you started. So we'll head over to our website on First Alert 6. Here we are, and as well as my story, 6 things you need to know to start your day, Thursday, August 14th. Just some shorter headlines, things to get you out the door quickly. All right, so to start off, a petition to recall the mayor and city council president of Valley was filed at the Douglas County Election Commission on yesterday. This is about at 3 p.m. The principal circulator, Christina Jensen, submitted the petition with the required number of signatures to the election office. There were 689 verified signatures needed to prompt this recall election for the mayor, Cindy Grove, and 367 to remove city council president John Batcher from office. Our First Alert 6 reporter, Philip Katafamo, was on this story. He says that in this petition, Jensen alleges Grove violated open meeting laws and created a hostile work environment. It also calls her leadership into question, along with some other claims. And Grove responded, she said, "I think it is a very personal movement. If you look at some of the major petitioners or people trying to get the petition signed, they are people I have beat in office in the last 3 elections. So there's a lot of good things I have done for this city, and I will continue to stand by my record, regardless of what happens." And then in a statement, Batcher said he's grateful for the continued community support for him. Up next, 4 of the 5 people arrested during law enforcement operations at multiple locations around and beyond the Omaha Metro appeared in court yesterday. So these 4 suspects made their first federal court appearance Wednesday afternoon. 2 of them are set to have a detention hearing on Friday, and the other 2 will be back in court next week. A 5th suspect he has not yet appeared in court. FBI Special Agent in Charge Eugene Cowell said the suspects are facing charges ranging from sex, drug, and labor trafficking to fraud, misuse of visas, and concealing people from arrest. And warrants were served early Tuesday morning at 14 different locations here in the metro. This included 4 hotels. And federal officials said the 5 people taken into custody own, operate, and manage these hotels. We'll head back to our website quick. Here are those names of those that were in court yesterday. Moving on, the Omaha Police Department responded to a cutting near the Sienna Francis house on Tuesday night. We have more on this story. The officers responded to the report of a cutting at 17th and Nicholas Streets at about 9 p.m. on Tuesday night. And they found a 47-year-old man with stab wounds at this scene. He was taken to the hospital with injuries that were considered to be life-threatening. That is the update that we found out yesterday, that he is fighting for his life with this. OPD says the investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information, please contact Omaha Crime Stoppers at 402-444-7867 or on their website or on the P3 Tips mobile app. They are hoping to hear more on this. Ooh. Next up, a First Alert 6 investigation has discovered that 2 brand new Elkhorn elementary schools are not in compliance with Omaha city law, and they should not be open to students. So this is Iron Bluff and Stone Point. They started the school year Tuesday, despite both these buildings being under construction. Some parents, they were unhappy dropping their kids off. They checked into the inspection reports of the schools. They noticed that inspections not done for the fire prevention system, plumbing, heating and cooling, and the storm shelter. The building superintendent of permits and inspections for the city of Omaha says the EPS does not have a certificate. Pardon me. They say that Elkhorn Public Schools does not have a certificate of occupancy and the schools should not be open. And the Elkhorn School District disagrees and says both schools are safe and secure for students and staff. And here in this web story, I have their full statement if you'd like to read that. Next, some more on schooling here in the Metro. More students in the Omaha Metro will head back to school to start the 2025-2026 year today. This includes the rest of the students at Omaha Public Schools, which is the largest school district here in Nebraska, will start today. OPS welcomed kindergartners and entry-level grades at middle and high schools yesterday. We spoke with Matthew Ray, the superintendent of OPS. He says the district is set to introduce new PE and music curriculum this year. So good news there for students. Also today, the rest of Plattsmouth, Louisville, Fort Calhoun, and Elmwood Murdoch are set to begin their year. Gretna and Bennington joined in on the fun on Wednesday. Blair, 9th through 12th grades, also returned yesterday. And Millard, Elkhorn, as we mentioned earlier, Fremont, and some of Papillion La Vista started school on Tuesday. Rosslyn and Creighton Prep welcomed in their 9th grade students for their first day on Monday. Westside, Bellevue East, as well as West headed back to class last week. So getting those school years started for a lot of these students. There's Matthew Ray. Right, we'll head back over to me for a fun event I have to tell you about here in the Metro happening tonight. So this is the Jazz on the Green. It is the final concert of this series happening here at Turner Park in Midtown. The final performance. This is Marcos Eduardo's Explosion Latina. They will be performing at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Like I said, at Turner Park. And the park opens for seating at 5 p.m. and the show is free for the public. This has been going on almost all summer. It started on July 10th. These shows are held every Thursday. Event goers are encouraged to bring blankets, chairs, leashed pets, food, and drinks. They ask do not bring tents, tarps, stakes, or open flames to this event. Alrighty, so that should be a lot of fun. I'm planning actually on going there tonight. Gotta check that out before it's done for the summer. Alrighty, that is all the top headlines I have for you this morning. I appreciate you joining me. I bring you this live stream around the 8 a.m. hour every morning, as well as this web story around 6 a.m. to get you ready for your day. So thank you very much. Everyone have a great Thursday.